Hey everybody, you got the Hobby Drifter here again. Today I've got something that I consider to be very special. It is the souvenir art book that was sold at the Osamu Tezuka art exhibition in 1990. So 30 years ago this year. This was the first time that a major Japanese national museum, and there were four of them, four public and private museums, national and public museums, ever hosted an exhibition dedicated exclusively to manga, or to a manga creator. Obviously there had been, things had been showing up here and there, but this exhibit 30 years ago was the first time that it had ever been done exclusively for one creator and his artwork in a Japanese national or public museum. And there was a lot of people who were asking, is this appropriate? It's kids stuff, it's disposable entertainment. Should this be taking up space and money? National Museum, it's publicly funded, to show off, comic book art. And the answer, following this, it came and it went, and people were still very, okay, this was good, but is this something that we want to do? And now, of course, it's become almost the norm. There's tons of exhibitions of manga and anime creators. Even a few of these books have shown up on my channel. You might have seen the Akira Toriyama stuff, or the Rumiko Takahashi ones. Probably not, because no one actually watches these videos, and I just kind of do them to do them. But anyway, this book is massive. It was from 1990. Tezuka Osamu, the God of Manga, died in 1989, and the very next year we got this. Just to give you some idea of how large this book is, let me compare it to a PlayStation 2 case. By the way, this is Dororo. This is Blood Will Tell, based on a Tezuka Osamu manga. So, but look at this thing. It's huge. It's just utterly massive. It's like A3 sized. So let me show you this thing. Very simple. This hundreds of pages. The exhibition was from 1990 to 1991. I picked this up at Book Off for 1,500 yen, which is more than I usually spend on these things. Unless I'm actually at the exhibition, I do like to support the art. When I go to one of these expos, I'll often buy the thing for 2,000 or 4,000 yen or whatever. Also, not a big Tezuka Osamu fan. I've never watched Astro Boy or Atom. I did enjoy the Dororo game and manga series. I haven't seen the revival. But because I do like these museum books, and this was the one from the very first gallery expo in a public museum for a manga creator, so okay, I picked it up, and I'm glad I did. This is a very heavy book. And if you've seen any of these other videos I've done for these books, usually they're glossy or matte paper. This is like one step above newsprint. This is very low quality paper. You can see how it's starting to yellow. So yeah, here's the foreword from July of 1990. So about 18 months after the death of Tezuka Osamu. But it's 340 plus pages long. It covers Adventure and Romanticism, New Treasure Island, Lost World, Metropolis, Next World, Crime and Punishment, Jungle Emperor, Phoenix, which is Hinotori, Dionysian World, Captain Ken, Big X, Princess Knight, Zero Man. And like I say, even though the paper is of low quality, and yeah, it's the English translation is pretty nice, very easy to read. So if you are a fan of him, by all means, track one of these down. But to me, the high point of these are the full-size reproductions, or at least close to full-size reproductions, of some of his original comic book panels, including the whiteout that he would use. You can see the text pasted over the speech bubbles. Captain Atom. I mean, look at this. This is just stunningly beautiful reproductions of some of this artwork. Very high quality. This book is very heavy, by the way. It probably weighs several pounds. So if you're thinking about having one sent to you from Japan to a different country, then maybe take into account that shipping is going to be very expensive. Yeah, I mean, these are reproductions of the pages from the manga that he has done. Some are giant sized, some are smaller sized. This is from Princess Knight. You can see there's different styles on display here. Oh, there's Dororo. One of my favorite old-timey Japanese manga. There's tons and tons of reproductions of his artwork. Oh, there's Hitler. Hey, Hitler. You suck. That fucking guy. It's the worst. It's kind of weird. You gotta make clear that you're not, a fan of Hitler these days. And then to get your bibliography of where all the books are from. Yeah, very basic. Just a lot of stuff from, the archives, reproductions of the published artwork. But again, this was the very first one. If we hadn't gotten this art expo, we never would have gotten the Dragon Ball one, we never would have gotten the Rumiko Takahashi one, wouldn't have gotten ones for all the other artists. And so, I mean, this was the prototype. This was the first attempt at doing one of these things. And that's why, I've added this book to my collection. It is overall pretty sweet. I do like that it's in English and Japanese, which makes for more comfortable reading. Not sure about anyone else who reads Japanese, but I can get very tired after an hour or so of trying to read basically anything in a foreign language. But it is a good time overall. And I don't see these up for sale very often, although they do pop up here and there. Again, you might be able to find one on an online auction site or a used bookstore. Sorry, I would have loved to have had more information on this, but like I say, I'm not the biggest Osamu Tezuka fan. Just wanted to share this with you, in case this is the kind of thing that you're into, because my tastes are my own, but I love bringing you this little slices of Japanese stuff, mostly focused on otaku, things like that, manga and comic books and toys. But if there is anything that you want me to look at and record a video about, let me know down in the comments. If you want me to just, stop wasting space and quit it with these, maybe keep that to yourself. But otherwise, yeah, that's going to be all from me for this time. This has been the Osamu Tezuka Museum book. Thank you very much, and happy hobbying.